Blank Industries. I can't believe it's the end of the season. This is our summary of what happened, and believe it or not, I'm going to give you a little sneak peek at next winter. Our forecast for the cold season, which is November through March, look like this: cold up over Canada, and you can see the warmth across the south and the battle zone in between. What actually happened during that time was everything was nice down across the south, but this November and March caused big problems in the northern plains. They ruined what would have been a beautiful forecast, the 5 month forecast. But let's go into the details. This is the precipitation, November through March. And we had a season of high variability with the snowfall. Of course, along the Gulf Coast, well above normal. There were streaks of above, there were streaks of above normal snowfall here, okay, this year. We're above normal, like on the Gulf Coast, above normal from Oklahoma City to Virginia Beach and D.C., then an area of below normal, especially southern Iowa into Nebraska. Then, of course, we had what was a epic winter in New England. I mean, I think they were skiing on Easter up there, right? And, we had a lot of high variability, and I don't know if I should say in defense of myself, we warned you there'd be a lot of transients this year. And our forecast, was trying to capture that. Horrible bust in New England and down across the South. But there are large areas of this below that were perfect. And there are areas of this above that were really good in the lakes. And then it stunk across parts of Iowa and Nebraska. Was pretty good in the Northwest over here. And what was interesting was until February came along, there wasn't a lot of freezing rain. And then when February came along, people were running out of salt, at least in the eastern part of the United States. There's November, and the bold forecast for the cold in December that took place from Thanksgiving to Christmas, using that hurricane analog, was a darn good forecast. Here's the precipitation in November. Excuse me, I'm sorry. This is the precipitation November through March. I'm sorry. Okay, this is the precipitation in November. Now, this was the heart of the winter season, December through February, and we haven't had a, plains to East Coast cold winter like that in quite some time, right? So that was good. And if you were watching, we were timing up all the stratospheric warming events for you. And of course, we had the big one in November. Our precipitation looked like this, a relatively narrow band of heavy precipitation. But when we got to December, if you took this snapshot on December 25th, right, it was all cold in the east. And of course, the end of the month warm up did its dirty work during the month of December. But we had the white Christmas in a lot of the Northeast this year, which has become a rarity overall. Here's the precipitation in December. We go to January, and that was a big month. I'll tell you what, if it hadn't got warm at the end of the month, it would have been. In fact, it was the coldest January that we've seen, I believe, this century, as far as coast to coast cold. And again, we were showing you the big strat warm going on in December, and it worked like a charm. It reloaded again after. Unfortunately for, if you want to plow and get a lot of snow, we were below normal as far as that goes. There's February, and February was like sort of a dumbed down version of February 21, where there was more cold air, but you see the same kind of look overall. And then we had precipitation looking like this. And what was weird was, if you draw this kind of temperature gradient and put this precipitation here, you think everybody's getting creamed from the Ohio Valley into the Northeast. And what we were seeing was storms going to the north and storms going to the south there. And then, of course, March warmed up big time. And then the cold came back for a time in April. All right? We're not going to review that. April so far has been cold across the north and warm across the south. And we've had several events, of course, and it keeps snowing in New England. Here's your precipitation during the month of March. Now, if we can hold this neutral signal like the Canadian is forecast. This is the first model out of the box next winter. It's showing a colder than normal winter in the plains and northeast like that, and it's got the precipitation in the good spot over there. Interesting look coming up perhaps for next winter. Anyway, that's it for now. Enjoy your summer. Get ready. Winter's coming. Every single passing day, we're getting closer to next year. Enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.